All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And also peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world. That's pushing out this truth with all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. I'm the brother Karatazah here at Great Millstone, Atlanta. Here with another lesson going into, the importance of wisdom. All right, this is gonna be a quick hitter. It isn't intended to be a long lesson. I'm gonna just go and read Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 11 and verse 1. And it says, "Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him sit among great men." All right. So with us obtaining, the wisdom of the scriptures, it's supposed to give us confidence, and credibility, towards ourselves. Most importantly, to realize that the wisdom that we have and the wisdom that we use, is really, undefeated, because it's coming from the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So we're not supposed to, degrade ourselves or always talk shit about ourselves, while having, the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The scripture tells you in the book of Hebrews to lift up the feeble hands. Let the weak say, "I am not Salakia." Not that. It's another one that's quoted. I can't quote it. I don't want to misquote it either. But I just continue reading. It says, "Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him sit among men, sit among great men." It says, "Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance." All right, because that's not what the Lord looks at. The scripture tells you, what's that, 1 Samuel 16 and 7, that the Lord doesn't look on the outward appearance of man. He looks to the heart, which is your mind. Okay, and in our mind we have the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says verse 3, "The bee is little among such as fly, but fruit is the chief of sweet things." You see, so a bee may be looked at as little, but it literally provides, honey, which is one of the, principles, of life that's listed in the scriptures. What's that? Let me see. I think it's in Sirach 39, but I'll search it real quick. That's it. Sirach 39 and 26. "The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing." You see, and the point I wanted to hit on in this scripture is the honey, which is provided, by an insect as small as the bee. So his significance, in life in general, even with, pollinating, the plants, it's very important, Now the fact, let's search that, Salakia, Google. AI search. It says pollination is crucial for the reproduction of most flowering plants, including many crops, and plays a vital role in maintaining biodiversity and supporting a healthy ecosystem. It ensures the production of fruits, vegetables, and seeds, and is essential for the food chain and human welfare. You see? So this is all provided, through the bee, which it may seem like it's insignificant, or you may swat at it, when you see it, or, whatever it is. That's how we have to look at ourselves, man. The scripture says he that loses his life shall gain it. Loosely paraphrasing. All right. So the things that we're doing, in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, is very key and vital, to our lives, man. Which is having the wisdom. That's Isaiah 33:6. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to, touch on that. Like I said, this is going to be a quick hitter. Lord willing, it was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close up by giving all praises, honor, and glory into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Ruach HaKodesh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until the next time, shalom.